Hello, this is Mona Santana. This is my daily gratitude list where I list and talk about 5 things I'm grateful for that hopefully you can relate to as well. Number 1, wood. I'm grateful for wood. You know, the stuff made out of trees that we use to build houses and we use to build furniture and all different kinds of things. Wood is something that would definitely change our lives if we didn't have it. So if we look around, just try and pay attention to where we use wood and what different applications throughout your day. How do we use wood? I mean, even toothpicks, you know, toothpicks are wood. There's just so many ways in which we use wood that it's good to stop and think about those ways because it is something that we wouldn't necessarily have if people weren't producing wood. And there are a lot of people who work so that we can have all of these myriad things in our lives. So there's like so many ways in which you can use wood and so many ways in which you can think about how the things in our lives have come to be. Because I think it's important if we stop and think about the what's the word I'm looking for? The like progression of how lumber came to be, or like a house. Okay, let's just say a house. So you have to in order to build a house, you need wood, right? So where did the wood come from? So you go and you buy the wood at the Home Depot or whatever the place is that is around you. I don't know. And then before that, it was processed somewhere. But before that, there were people who were cutting the trees. And before that, there were people who were planting these trees for the purpose of making wood, obviously. Before that, then there were people who were cultivating the trees. I mean, so it just, and I'm leaving out a ton of stuff because there's obviously transportation and, blah, blah, blah. And then of course there's the people who are using the wood to build a house. So, but anyway, so the point is that wood is something that we have in our lives because a ton of different people have worked in order for that to happen. And of course the trees. So we should thank trees, but there are also synthetic woods. So there's that. But so, I just wanted to kind of think about in which ways we use wood, So throughout the day, maybe pay attention because, like, for instance, I mean, you can't see the floor, but the floor here is wood. So, that's something that I'm grateful for because I'm walking around on it. And, you got to think about stuff like that. This is the reason why I do the show so that you can default to a positive, optimistic points of view in your life. That's what actually practicing gratitude does, is that it actually raises your base level of happiness. So I just feel like focusing on things that almost seem ridiculous to say thank you for, like wood, is important. So hear me out. It makes sense, I swear. Number 2, I am grateful for lemons. How many which ways do we use lemons? Jesus Christ. They're used in cleaning products and makeup products and, I can't even begin to say how many different ways we use lemons, but we use actual lemons at that and use them in cooking, use them as lemonade, we use them in tea, we use them, Jesus Christ, it just goes on and on and on and on and on and on and on. So I'm not going to continue on that trajectory because we'll be here all day. And frankly, that's just boring. So I am grateful for lemons, for the myriad things that they bring into our lives. So stop and think about all of the ways in which we use lemons today. And it's kind of mind-blowing because it's just a lemon and it doesn't seem like it would be that important. But it is. Number 3, I am grateful for air conditioning. If you live somewhere warm, like I grew up here in LA, then you would really appreciate air conditioning because it's just the difference between being able to function in your regular life and not. Because if it's really, really, really hot outside, then it makes it really difficult to get anything done. It's just miserable. So air conditioning is, especially like if you live somewhere where it's just too hot to really survive normally, like Las Vegas or something, it gets so insanely hot there. And there's like a ton of other places. Like I'm going to say in the Middle East, there's a lot of places like that. And air conditioning makes it so that places are habitable. So, You know, personally, when it gets like super hot here and I have the option of turning on the air conditioning, I am so thankful for that, because I don't know about you, but I don't like to be miserably hot, because if you don't have it, it's just unbearable. Like, you cannot function really. So air conditioning, it's only been around really for like 100 years, a little over about 120 years or so. But of course, not everybody had it back then. I mean, it was pretty rare. But now it's, you know, even if you don't have air conditioning, and you can find refuge at the mall or the grocery store or anywhere where they would have air conditioning. So let's think about that, you know. Oh, and of course you have it in your car. So that's nice. Number 4, I'm grateful for farm pickers. I don't know what the word is exactly for the people who do this particular job, but you know, people who pick fruits and vegetables in the farms. I used to work at a place where there was like strawberry fields near, not in Liverpool, but there were strawberry fields, and so there were a lot of people who picked strawberries, and they would come into this bar, and you know, they worked really hard all day long in the sun picking strawberries, and you know, that's a skilled job. It doesn't pay particularly well, but it makes it so that we can eat strawberries and or any other kind of fruit or vegetable, whatever. Because you know, you need to know when the thing is ripe. You need to be able to, you know, do manual labor like that, which is really hard. I mean, I wouldn't really be able to do something like that because I'm a fragile little flower. Well, anyway, you know what I mean. It's not the easiest job in the whole wide world, and I think it takes a certain amount of strength, or I don't know, what is the word I'm looking for. I mean, I think it's yeah, you got to be able to do that job. It's not so easy. So I want to say, let's think about people who do this as a job, and be thankful that you're able to have all of the convenient fruits and vegetables and everything that that we have, either at the grocery store or from the restaurants that you're, you know, eating at, whatever. But food is very important, and so people who pick the food for us should definitely be thought about, and we should be grateful for them, and I am. So number 5, I am grateful for Velcro. It's funny because we use Velcro for a lot of different things. I think it became really popular in the 80s. I don't know how long it's been around, but Velcro is really convenient. You know, you just, yeah, you use it for a lot of different things. It's like you wouldn't really pay attention necessarily to the things in which you use Velcro, but you should, because then you can practice gratitude in these simple ways, which is really important. And I encourage it a lot, because I think that it's definitely improved my life. By practicing gratitude has improved my life a lot. I find myself feeling a lot more optimistic and feeling a lot more calm. Like, if certain things happen in my life that are irritating, I don't find them so irritating anymore. I think I used to, and I don't know, I just practiced it enough that I think my brain now defaults to just seeing things a little bit more, you know, the silver lining in things. And so that's why I really encourage people to practice gratitude, because I think that it helps everyone, people around you, helps yourself be happier. So, you know, go to the gym, but also practice exercising your brain to feel better. It's not a bad thing to do. So I hope that you continue to join me here, and I want to thank you for joining me today, and also I want to ask you to pretty please subscribe to my channel and like it and comment, and you know, all of those good things. And thank you, and have a lovely day. Bye.